All right, before we get to the party, Chris, you know, the guys from the WWE were in an uproar after your last appearance here. Did you know that?
No.
Ric Flair is on the phone. He wants to debate you.
Ric Flair is on the phone?
He says that he has a statement to make on behalf of the WWE. You accused the WWE and Vince McMahon of firing you because you were gay. Rick disagrees with that.
Okay.
You want to speak to him?
Sure.
All right, go ahead. Rick, hi. Rick, you there?
I'm right here, man.
How you doing, man?
That's Rick.
Great, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, that is Ric Flair. He's a famous wrestler, and you work for the WWE, of course, and you're even in management. And what do you disagree with about what Chris Kanyon has said?
Well, first of all, I don't work in management. I just disagree with the fact that, and I'm disappointed because I know Chris very well, that he would blame something that's happened in his personal life on his job description. And I think it's real simple. Every wrestler in the country knows that you've got to be very good at what you do to be part of the WWE. It's a very difficult business to be successful in. And I think Chris has some shortcomings in the ring. And I'm disappointed in Chris as a person. I've known him a long time, that he would blame his shortcomings on something that's going on in his personal life.
Well, we had in the wrestler, who's the guy who just made the movie?
John Cena.
We just had John Cena, and he said that Chris was a good guy. He said, but he didn't have the skills to really be a WWE wrestler.
Well, he said he didn't have a great act. You know, he didn't act the part well.
Yeah, Chris has got the skill, but it takes a lot more than technical skills to be good in the WWE or in the sport of professional wrestling. And Chris, I think, has got all the attributes. He doesn't have the act. John made a good point.
What about that, Chris? You were in the WWE, and your act was, you say, good until you became an out gay person.
My act was absolutely fine. You know, it all depends on what they give you, what storylines they write you. I think a lot of the writers knew. Rick, you know Arn Anderson knew for a fact I was gay back in WCW. I mean, he's your best friend.
I had no idea.
All right. It was not a well-kept secret in wrestling. And, you know, it figured into the storylines they gave me. Rick, you know as well as I do, if they don't give you a storyline, if they beat you every week, you're not going to be over.
Chris, we're talking about your sexuality right now. We're not talking about...
No, that ain't what you were talking about. You were talking about I didn't have what it took to be a WWE, even though...
You as a person, as a man, for blaming your choices in life on the business.
It's not a choice, first of all.
You have the skills, and you had the ability, and you had the opportunity. It didn't work out for you. That's got nothing to do with what you got going on in your personal life.
I totally disagree, Rick.
You'd be the only one, and you're lucky to the show and being able to air it.
But Rick, Chris was in the WWE for years, and there wasn't an issue.
He was in the WWE, but he was never featured. He was never a featured player.
Rick, how did I make it for 9 years on national TV and WCW, pretty much a promotion you made and carried by yourself? How was I able to make it there for 6 years if I didn't have the act?
I said you had. No, I said you had.
No, but how do you make it for 9 years on national TV from '94? From 95 to 2003, I was on national TV. If I didn't have the charisma, if I didn't have the act, how did I make it for 9 years? Explain that, Rick.
Well, I'm not saying you didn't make it. I'm just saying that I don't think anything that's happened to you right now, you know, in the WWE has anything to do with the fact that you've come out of the closet or whatever you've done. Because I had no idea, and nor did I care.
Rick, you've been in the business a long time. You know there's no kept secrets in wrestling. You know
it was me, and I've know just about everything there is about professional wrestling. I'd never known that.
Well, you know, we got to take everything Rick says with a grain of salt. He still works for Vince McMahon. He's going to, just like John Cena, he's going to say what he thinks Vince wants to hear.
I got a question for Rick.
Rick, that's quite true, Chris. Go ahead.
Rick, why did they let Chris go then? Why did he get rid of him?
I don't know the answer to that. I just know that.
So if you don't know the answer, then it could have been because I was gay and Vince doesn't like gay people.
No.
Oh, it couldn't have been that.
Definitely not that.
Could have been that.
But how do you know that, Rick? How do you know that wasn't it?
Because I know that there are gay people involved in the business right now that are successful.
But are they out?
No.
I don't know if they are or not.
No, they're not.
I see. Well,
I
listen.
thought there were no secrets in wrestling.
No, inside wrestling, he's saying. Outside of it, there are plenty of secrets.
Rick, we know a lot of guys inside the business that are gay, but they don't want to go national and be nationally out. I did, and I was punished for wanting to do it.
Yeah, well, I disagree. You know, you got your opinion, I have mine, but it's hard to explain the business. You know, I'm one of these very few, very fortunate guys that's been able to make the transition from year to year. I don't know how. It's been a gift that God gave me, but I know that I got to show up every Monday and I got to have my act together, and I got to have my gig together, and I got to be ready to go. And I think Chris, and I've said it before, all the talent in the world, but Chris, you didn't have anything to give to the show right now, and that's just the bottom line.
All right, so
So you think he could work for the WWE again?
No, I don't think he could.
Why not?
I think the opportunity for Chris Kanyon has come and gone.
So what opportunity was I given that I dropped the ball with, Rick?
I don't know, because I didn't know your act.
That's why for 9 years I was very successful. The only time I got fired is when I started talking openly.
You can go back and talk about who was good at everything 9 years ago. You're not good at it now.
Oh, now you're saying I don't have the skill now. You just said I have all the talent in the world.
You're saying
I am saying this is Ric Flair telling you have not got the skills or the ability.
That's very different than what you said in the beginning of this interview. That's very different than what you said in the beginning of the interview.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I said
you said I have all the skill in the world. I just didn't have the act. Now all of a sudden you say I'm not good enough. You know the act is given to you.
But John Cena said, yeah, you are not good enough right now to be on the show.
Okay.
All right, well, there it is.
Rick,
That's the bottom line.
Rick, why are you doing this and not Vince McMahon?
Why am I doing what?
Why are you the one on the phone and not
Yeah.
Vince?
I don't know.
I can answer that.
I guess they wanted someone that has a lot of
Baba Booey?
respect
I can.
for business.
They're all in Japan.
They know how much respect you have for me, Chris.
Dude, I have ultimate respect for you. You are truly the best in the business.
If I can be man enough to tell you, Chris, God bless you. You had it at one time. You've got a lot of ability. I'm not saying you still can't go through the motions. You don't have something that the show needs right now. And it's a hard
What?
business.
Well.
We let guys go every day that are nice people. It's not about being nice. It's about being good.
And I definitely am good enough. And
Well,
you,
that's
Rick,
your
you haven't
opinion.
seen me in 4 years. How do you know if I'm good or not?
I know that if you had something to offer the show, you'd be on it.
Really?
Bottom line.
That's why Kurt Angle's still wrestling for WWE.
What's Kurt Angle got to do with it?
Because he has a lot to offer and he still got fired.
Well, no.
So don't tell me if you have enough to offer, you're still going to be
Kurt
there.
Angle left of his own volition.
Well,
And I know that for a fact.
and you want to talk about John Cena? This is today's Daily News. In a review of The Marine, Cena is nothing special. I mean, this ain't just me talking. Cena doesn't have much to offer either. Cena's pretty charismatic, but when it comes to in-ring work, Rick, you know as well as I do,
One of the
in-ring
reasons-
work, Cena doesn't
one of the
measure up.
reasons I think they chose me is because they know the relationship. They know that I respect you as a person because you've always given me the courtesy and respect that I feel like I've been afforded.
Well, there it is. You guys have had your words with each other. I'm
So
glad.
I just want to get this straight. Rick was picked by the WWE to talk to us?
Yes.
No, I wasn't
Oh,
sick.
okay.
I've always wanted to
Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Rick.
I'm mad at Howard Stern for not having me on a show for my book tour.
Rick, we gotta be straight. Hold on a second. WWE called me. I called when Chris was here. I called Vince. Vince wasn't available. He's in Japan. They offered me Triple H. Turned out that today Triple H is in Japan on this tour. So then WWE called me back and said, "How about Ric Flair?" And I asked them, can Rick speak to this? And they said he could. So in a way, they did pick you to speak for them.
Well, that might be, but I've always wanted to be on Howard's show. He's never had me on.
I'm glad to have Rick on, and I think Rick has made his point.
Well, but Rick says he doesn't even know why Chris was fired.
It would seem to me that this would be a better conversation between Vince McMahon.
I think so too. Anytime Vince wants to talk, Rick, and you know I have ultimate respect for you. I was there the final night of Nitro, and we hung, and we both cried. Rick, I have total respect for you. I agree. That you're entitled to your opinion, and that's cool. Who's laughing?
Are you attracted to Ric Flair at all?
No, Rick's not really my type.
Rick, you cried?
Howard,
Rick,
Got
when
something
did
to tell us or what?
Did you cry? Is that true?
can you hear me?
Yes.
Why the Hulkster, not the H?
Ooh, he wants to know why you had Hulk on here, not Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Hulk Hogan's on the show all the time.
I don't. You want to know something, Rick? And I'll be honest with you. What I know about wrestling would fit into a thimble. My grandfather was a huge wrestling fan. Used to take me to all the wrestling matches and stuff, and that was my exposure to it. But I would. You know what it is? I knew of Hulk Hogan, so I had Hulk on.
Yeah.
Rick,
And I don't
Now
know
you
that many.
of me.
So we'll have you on.
Rick,
Now you know of me.
Well, we'll have you on.
Please.
Rick, you say I'm not that good. Didn't you ask me to train your son, David? Now be honest, Rick.
I never asked you to
That's
train.
such a lie, dude.
I asked you to work out with them. It's two different things, Chris. We're not saying you don't have the technical skills.
You just did say I can't measure up. I can't do it in the ring.
WWE does not let talent, T-A-L-E-N-T, go because of their sexuality. If you have something that can
I guess
generate
you know
money and income
Vince's
for our
mind.
company, you're going to work for him.
I guess you could read Vince's mind.
No, I'm just telling you the truth.
No, you're telling me your opinion. Dude, I totally appreciate your opinion.
have
You know,
something to offer
literally,
something
you're my
that will
favorite
generate
wrestler in the
income,
world.
you're gonna work for
Rick, you're saying if you came out tomorrow out of the closet and you were openly gay, that Vince would keep you on.
Of course he would.
All right. Well, that's the
I have
answer
a
then.
brand
For
new
him. For him.
ticket.
Definitely, that's his opinion. And
Right.
Rick is the greatest wrestler of all time.
He is.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Chris.
No problem.
All right, there you go. That's very nice of you to say, even though
it's
you're
true.
being sort of criticized here.
I want to commend these guys on the most civilized wrestling argument of all time.
Thank you.
Nothing like the show.
Hey, you guys are all gentlemen. I'll tell you that.
Rick's a true gentleman.
Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
I believe
And you're a great guy, and you shouldn't use the Howard Stern show to vent and bring your personal life forward.
Unlike you, Rick, they called me.
I believe Rick, because don't you think wrestling's kind of gay anyway?
I don't know. I don't know anything
Guys
about
in their underwear rolling around.
I don't know.
Ralph,
Thank you, Ralph.
If anybody knows gay, it's Ralphie.
All right. Hey, Rick, thank you for calling in. I appreciate it, and we hope to have you on the show soon.
Thanks, guys.
All right. There he is. There's Ric Flair, who made a
The
statement.
Nature Boy.